Okay, some time has passed, so now it's time to check back in with the Monarchy, see how these suggestions were received. This series is sponsored by Launched Creative Solutions for affordable and professional web design, launchedsbs.com. Okay, let's start this off by re-looking at the suggestions I had made when I did this assessment weeks ago. Talked about donation ratios, a growth plan. A lot of us are 0.5 and a lot are in lower leagues. And for myself, it was about letting leaders be more proactive and letting them step up to the table as needed. And so we're going to review those things and see how the clan's been coming along. Okay, first thing we talked about was donation ratios. So let's take a look at that. I've yet to have any issues with people not maintaining the donation ratios they were supposed to, which was for every one troop donated, they should receive no more than 3. Everyone has done a good job of maintaining the 1-to-3 ratio, and I haven't had to demote anybody or even consider kicking anybody out for some egregious numbers. So it's just something we need to keep up and keep an eye on, but it's been going good so far. All right, so a growth plan. I always say to grow slow, don't add too many people all at once. It becomes hard to manage wars and things of that nature. However, I did have a situation where I did find a group of guys that had just left the clan, and so we took a bunch in all at once. We pushed our numbers near 50, and you know what? It was a great reminder to not do that, because some of them didn't show up for war. We had guys having to attack out of their normal position just to clear up bases that should have been cleaned up by these guys. And like I said, it was just a good reminder. Don't grow too fast, because you don't know all the people. You don't know if they're going to show up. Slow and steady. So we went back to our normal path, and when we initially did the assessment, we were at 34. Now we're at 40. I know we got a lot of players out right now due to all the hero upgrades because of the 1 gem boost and everything, but slow and steady. Went from 25 and 20s to some 15s, some 20s. We're doing a 10 war right now, which is going well, and got to stick to my plan. And I had a little moment where I did not, and we're going to go back to we're maintaining that slow plan, and things are growing well. So it was nice to have that little reminder of why that was a suggestion, and it didn't hurt us too bad with only those 2 losses. All right, so as stated before, we have a lot of 0.5 players, and you can see in the background here, number 6 in our clan, the highest he was in Crystal. Well, if we go look at the clan numbers now, our top 9 are in champions or higher. I mean, you have to go all the way down to 18 before you find a player that's out of Masters. We still have a lot of 0.5s, but a lot of players are moving into those higher leagues, and it's getting them good experience, and it's been showing. There's been some really good attacks that are happening in war, a lot of good skilled attacks, and I think being in the higher league has helped everybody out with that. So our 0.5s are staying sharp by getting in those higher leagues and hitting the harder bases, and it's really been delivering. So we're going to keep that up. And some of us, I'll probably be getting my Eagle Artillery here hopefully in 2017. I'm really working the walls right now, but I'm sure some of those guys are ready to move from a 0.5 into a full 9 or maybe even a full 10. So we'll see how that progresses as time passes. So the last one's pretty tough, because it's essentially doing a self-assessment of my leadership. And since we're a war clan, I judge my leadership on our wins and how our war log looks, which is it's pretty solid. And our members don't go anywhere. All our solid members stick around, and they don't just leave for no reason. And we have a very solid war group that's always there. The inbox is still dominated by me. I don't know if it's just everybody expects me to do it or what, but most of the coordination from other leaders happens in the chat, and they just kind of let me do the overarching war planning, really. But as far as I'm concerned, I think I'm doing a good job being a leader of the clan, and I hope that the rest of the group does too. So like I said, that's a hard one to do since it's a complete self-assessment of my own way of doing things. But from what I use as my measuring stick, I think I'm doing a good job. And with that, that concludes how I think an assessment of a clan would go, and the videos that I would produce and suggestion types, things of that nature you would see if you did have an assessment done. If you want your clan assessed, you should go to clanconsultant.com and submit your information. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For more tips on running a clan, attacks, or other information, go to clanconsultant.com.